A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, Neil Gaiman released a collection of short stories called Fragile Things. And included in that collection of short stories is A Study in Emerald, which was a Sherlock Holmes meets Lovecraft. I have not read this short story. Not because I didn't want to, just because I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But what I found out was there was a comic book adaptation, and there had previously been a comic book adaptation of Neil Gaiman's How to Talk to Girls at Parties, which was really good. So I'm like, okay, let's do this.
It was like literally the best thing I've read in a long time. Like, just so short, so good. Fits so well, why?
Okay, A Study in Emerald is a Sherlock Holmes, but not really Sherlock Holmes retelling of A Study in Scarlet. But as the story progresses, you realize that it's not our reality. This is not our world. Because British royalty aren't human.
They're eldritch abominations.
And one of them has been murdered.
It's so weird.
It's so weird. Like, we're not gonna do this justice.
Basically, you kind of, as you go through the story, it's not really about who murdered who. It's more like just about this universe and how this universe works with these eldritch abominations coming from this guy a couple hundred years ago and like taking over the ruling of humanity. So you have Her Majesty the Queen, which is like an eldritch abomination with like a face mask and tentacles, and then apparently humans fuck these eldritch abominations. That was an interesting, the prince consort.
What I loved was just the slow burn and the realization that the characters were cool with this. This was the world that they knew, and you were the outsider being like, someone fucked Cthulhu? And then, okay, spoilers! You find out it's not even Sherlock Holmes!
No.
Part of me is like, was that Moriarty? Moriarty and Sebastian have a very similar, like, origin story to Sherlock and Watson, and Sherlock and Watson show up.
They do, in a way, like, and it's very kind of like brief, and if you're not paying attention you might miss it, but like it's that similar thing.
There's this play being put on by a troupe, and it's kind of implied the showrunner of the troupe is actually Sherlock, and he is fighting, like trying to bring back the world to the way it was supposed to be before the Eldritch Abominations showed up. And so our main character, the nameless detective, is trying to keep the status quo because we all love the Eldritch Abominations and they've made our world a better place.
Yes, drink the Kool-Aid.
Drink the Kool-Aid. It's green.
You're kind of like just going through it and you're like, oh my god, like I guess maybe when the Eldritch Abominations showed up and timelines got crossed and Sherlock ends up on the other side doing stuff. It's so good. It's so good.
And like the art is really good.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's spot on for this.
This is really short, but if you like Neil Gaiman, if you like cosmic horror, if you like Sherlock Holmes, like this is like the perfect, just like, oh man, I absolutely love this and I want more, and there's never probably gonna be any more.
Which it like breaks my heart. Like I think this is one of the biggest travesties ever because it's so damn good.
I lend this book to Chelsea. Chelsea's just like, that was amazing. Is there more? And I have to be like, oh no. But I definitely have dug out my copy of Fragile Things. And I'm definitely going to read the short story.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It seems great. So anyways, if you have a chance to check out this really, really short graphic novel, I suggest you do it. There may not be any more, and I'm so sorry about that, but it's totally worth the read.
And I mean, if you like this, hop on over and check out Cthulhu and Lovecraft, because it's kind of the same vein.
Ish.
Ish.
Close enough. So thanks for watching, guys. See ya.
Bye.